All right, we'll go ahead and get started.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. How's it going?
It's good. Glad everybody made it back safely. To kind of get to this point of the season, obviously, on the coaching side, you made it, got to a championship. How was it different, both on obviously the player side, but especially to get to that point and not get that championship?
I think this experience has been different. Like I'm more involved with this year's team than I was with the 2019 team. And this time I lost when I got to the finals, and it gives me a different motivation I never felt before. Like I'm already thinking of ways to better my game for next season. Like get my body right, just get back in the gym, in the weight room. So it's definitely motivated me more than it did 2019. So that's what's been the biggest difference.
Kind of, as much as you think about it, the off season, it's not really an off season. You just go and pick up and play in a different country that way. But that opportunity with Chopin, that's a pretty big team. You're going to be playing in some pretty big games. I guess, is there even a point where the transition already starts from disappointment away about how this ends and do excitement to go there yet?
The transition has already started. They text me this morning, say I got to be there this weekend. So I got like 3-4 days, and then I'm right to a new season. You know, that's EuroLeague. I'm excited to join that team. It's a powerhouse team. So hopefully we have a successful year.
I know you were excited that you played with one team, the entire team from start to finish. Didn't have to, try to pick up another job somewhere. How much has that laid a foundation for you now here and going forward? I know you're a restricted free agent, but how much opportunity is that giving you now going forward?
I think it's giving me a lot of opportunity. I think just being able to stay with one organization for the whole summer just built my confidence. And I think you've seen that as the season went on, like towards the end of the season when I know that, my spot was pretty much solidified. I played a different type of confidence. I was more aggressive and kind of found my role in this team. So moving forward, I just will keep using this momentum from the end of the season and apply it to next year. And hopefully I'm back here with the Mercury.
You would like to be back?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
To kind of get into that part about that spot solidifying, I'm sure for somebody like Diana, Sky, BG, they don't worry about maybe like a June 30th. Like, is that a date that, just because of the way your career's gone, is that a date that kind of matters to you when you started with the team? And you know that date's coming around?
Yeah, it definitely did, all 3 years. But I think for next year, not to like sound cocky or anything, it won't be on my mind. Like, I just want to go in feeling good, playing well, and not thinking about, I feel like I no longer have to think about getting cut. And that's just my new mentality going forward. It's like a fresh start.
It's just got to be somewhat of a weight.
Yeah, no, it feels good. Like it feels good to have that journey, that story. But I feel like, now that season's over, I can go into this next new career of mine, just story free and just start fresh.
Yes, yesterday you were back in the starting lineup and you guys did so many things right for 3.5 quarters. I know the last 5 minutes are going to haunt you for a while, but what did you think about the way you guys played? Because you were trying to slow down Copper, you're trying to do some other things offensively, and it all seemed like it was working for the majority of that game.
Yeah, like you said, it worked for the majority of the game, and then the fourth quarter just kind of got away from us. And to be honest, I think it was 1 point, 13-point lead, and it just, and blink of an eye, just kind of went away. So it's all kind of a rush. I haven't rewatched the game, but just being in the moment, everything happened so fast. So I think we just lost control at a point, and then they hit some threes and they got momentum and they ran with it, and they was able to secure the win.
How did it feel for you though to be back in the starting lineup in that big of a situation?
It didn't feel any different to me. Like, it didn't matter if it was the game 4, game 1. It was just, I know we needed to win. It was a must-win game for us, and I just went in there like any other playoff game, just focus and just hopefully I can make an impact on either end of the court.
It's obviously kind of, it's crazy to say it, but this was very tenuous back at GCU, and does that maybe make it a little bit easier to kind of think of just how many things that went wrong at points with injuries and whatnot? How many things kind of had to go right throughout the entire run of the playoffs to get to that point?
Yeah, no, I think we played more games than any other team in the playoffs. Like we went through a lot to just get to this point, and we still had a chance, despite all the obstacles we overcame throughout the season. We still had a chance to get a victory and possibly play a game 5. So I'm just happy with our success, how everybody stuck together throughout our injuries and, up and downs throughout the season. We stayed together and we was able to make something happen.
Olivia, we'll go over to Zoom.
Okay, we're gonna go to Rafiq Lewison.
This is Ralphie Canutta, But That Sports Talk. Congratulations on a very impressive season.
Thank you.
Ask you, since you're going overseas, what will that do for you as a WNBA player, but as a basketball player in general, to develop your game?
It keeps me in shape. Playing in EuroLeague, I'm playing against, high competition day in and day out. So I think just, being in competitive games, being with a good organization that allows me to train well, get my lifting together, I think it's going to help me prepare for the upcoming season.
And with the failures in the 2021 WNBA finals, how will that motivate you to come back stronger?
I mean, it already has, just us not getting the job done. You get so close, you can almost taste it. And for us, it just slipped away like that. So that's motivation for me to get in the gym, work on my game, keep watching film, stay in contact with, the players and how we can, build more chemistry on and off the court and just be ready for next year.
Thanks for the time, Shay.
One more quickly with EuroLeague in particular. Obviously, there's a couple of players here with Phoenix that have some pretty big places that they play in particular. But to know that you're probably running into quite a few of them in EuroLeague, especially the opportunity to play with Chopin being such a big team that they are. Just how much will that be fun in those moments to run into them?
Oh, it's gonna be super fun. I think Sophie's in my league. I'm in my conference, so in the group. So I'll see her twice. I'm probably running to BG at some point. So I'm just excited to really meet up with Sophie in a different country and just like reminisce and talk about everything that happened this summer. That's gonna be a good conversation for sure. Man. Thank you.